times, days, guys. My name is Bianca, better known as Game Crux, and today we were going to do a Q&A. I was so excited. I had like a little theme song I was gonna do, and like how I see Lush the Lush Lulz do it, but unfortunately, I'm not popular enough. But one day I will be. So we're gonna just start with something a Twitter follower of mine, beep_Bennis. I had to think about how I was going to say that because I kept saying it wrong before I did this recording. I was like, penis. So his follow for Twitter is right here below me, and he is a great guy. He also has a YouTube channel and he has a gaming app if you're an Android user. I've never actually used it, but I totally recommend it because I'm an iPhone user, so I don't know anything about it, but he's shown me how it's supposed to work and we've talked about it. But yeah, give him a follow. Here's his link for his Twitter and his YouTube, so give him a follow. He's an awesome dude. And he gave me the idea to do a little, like, talk about me. Like, there's videos going around about, like, the 50 things you know about this YouTuber. I'm kind of just going to give you a spin down of what's it like to be me. So, let's get to it. Number one, I grew up in New Jersey. I am not from New York. I do have a New York accent, though. Like, I don't say coffee like they say in New Jersey. I say coffee and water and hot dog, and I talk like it. And it's not hot, but like literally I am from New Jersey. Like, I live in a small town 30 minutes from the Jersey Shore. I don't live anywhere near New York, so I don't know what city traffic is like. Do I go to New York? I go at least maybe once a year, and that's only at Christmas time to go see the Christmas tree. But other than that, New York is like, ugh, why go? Why? Because one of my favorite places growing up, even now, is Ocean City. I am a beach bum. I'm not a city girl. I love going to the city and like going there and shopping and eating and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, if I had to choose, I would rather be laying on the beach with a towel and letting the Jersey Shore sun soak up and burn me, and just it's just so great. Because growing up, they were where I made a lot of my memories. I spent every weekend during the summer, like when school would get out when we were little, my cousins and I. And so we spent every weekend down in Memora and at Ocean City, and it was amazing. Riding rides, playing games. Even when we got older, it was just being in the beach and being in the sand. And that's where I learned to surf, and I made a lot of my great memories. Which leads me to my number 2/3. Yeah, 3. I love pizza, especially Minko's and Minko's Pizza. It was called Mac and Minko's until like 2 years ago, when the guy who was the Mac that made Mac and Minko's just retired. He got out of the business, but they still have the best pizza. But when I can't have that pizza, I have fat tomatoes or big tomatoes. I think that's what it's called. Its name's changed a couple times. But I have them in Berlin, and they have like the best margarita pizza, and my goodness, delicious. But living here in Tennessee, we don't really have pizza like that. We have like Papa John's and Domino's. Growing up, if I wasn't down the beach, I was one of 2 other places. I was either in the theater or I was on a sports field. Now, for my theater life, I looked like the dramatic type. Growing up, like all my life, I loved being in line. My dad worked doing stage setting and stage work for different 2 theaters in New Jersey on the weekends. And so I grew up in the theater production life. And my mom was in choir and drama in high school, so theater was naturally just in me. So I did summer stage, I did main stage productions, and it was like my second or third home. I like lived in the theater, and when it came to acting, I would take it seriously. Like, I would try to go out and get the, like, if I knew I didn't like the lead role, I'd go out for a big part. I always would try to get a big part and play. I didn't just want to be an extra. No, Bianca doesn't do extra stuff. Bianca doesn't do just being there. Bianca wants to be involved and have lines and being participating and being in the limelight, and I did that. And one of my favorite plays I got to do for main stage was Beauty and the Beast, and I got to play parts. So I had to learn how to do a British accent, and I learned to sing, and I had to take ballet lessons because they had me dance to the song Tale as Old as Time. During the dancing scene, I had to do little pirouettes and stuff. Nothing too crazy, just basic stuff. But I had to learn to stand just in ballet shoes and being able to do turns. So that was an interesting experience, but it was one of my favorite plays, and literally I loved the theater, and the theater life loved me. If I wasn't in the theater, I was in the sports world, and I literally played every sport known to man for a girl. I played basketball, I played soccer, I played lacrosse. Yes, I played a travel team for lacrosse for 1 year when I was like 15. I played field hockey, I played baseball, I played flag football. My cousin signed me up, and somehow I got playing flag football with a bunch of guys. I was the only girl who played. I played safety. I don't honestly know how that is, but I made the all-star team, if that makes any bragging rights, and I helped take my team on to the championship game. I played for the Minnesota Vikings. Not a Vikings fan in general, but my uncle was really, really happy because he's a Vikings fan, so woohoo. But I was a cheerleader, and I played volleyball. I play volleyball now for my college, but religiously I was addicted to softball. Like, live, breathe, die softball. Yes, with the other things, I made travel teams, and I made the goal teams, and the town teams, and the intercollegiate teams, and I'd make all-star teams, but to all of them, softball was my life. Like, this was the one, like, how like pageant moms dish out thousands of dollars on their kids to like travel to California to have the best headshots, the best flippers. Like, that was me with softball. I had like custom cleats, custom catching. I was a catcher. I had custom catching equipment, a bat that was done for an ASA league, an American Softball Association league, to a really at the time famous catcher, Kat Osterman. She was from Texas Tech, and she was my woman crush Wednesday. Every Wednesday, all the time, because she was like the best catcher. She was actually a gold medal Olympics catcher at the time with Jenny Finch, who was their pitcher, and I literally idolized to be like them at the time. And so I had like the best of everything. I had conditioning classes, I had a gym membership, I had a really strict diet. I had it all, and I lived it all, and I played for 2 different teams because at the time my parents were separated. My mom got remarried to another guy, and his daughter played softball, and he coached one team, and he coached a team. My stepdad and his brother, they coached a team, and I played in Philadelphia for another team, and we played against each other, and I'd always irritate my stepsister because literally when it comes to anything, I need to be the best, and it's like, it frustrates people, and it frustrates me if I know I can't be the best. I find a way to make it happen, or I force it to happen. I'm going to be the best, or at least come close to it. I've learned to accept I'm not the best at everything. But anyway, so when it came to softball, I was the best. I did the best. I worked hard. I trained hard. I constantly was in doing catching practice. I was always in the batting cage hitting, and I was always improving. By the time I was 13, I was hitting 60-mile-an-hour softballs out in the outfield with no problem. So when I did get to the major leagues team, and where we were pitching 80-mile-an-hour softballs, yes, some girls can pitch 80 miles an hour just as fast as an MLB pitcher. I could crack them at least in the outfield. And that's not bragging rights. That's just coming from sheer determination and a whole lot of hard work. So I literally would win awards, and I made all-star teams, and I made everybody jealous, but I didn't care because I knew I was the best, and I was going to be proud about being the best. So places doing sports, I literally don't know what I would have been doing. I was in a bookworm. I didn't read books. My life was theater, beach, and sports. So that's me in a nutshell growing up. Other topic off of sports. Like, one of my biggest bugs is shoes. I hate shoes. Like, when we get done games, doesn't matter. Even when I would get done theater, like, my shoes were off. Even when we're in theater, like, I walk around in my socks. It bothered our theater director, Mr. Way, but I didn't care. I was like, I hate shoes. And he learned that I hated shoes, and flip-flops and sliders, like the Nike sliders. They were my life. Like, if I could live in them now all the time, even in the winter, like, I wear them around the dorm, And people think I'm weird, but I hate shoes. Even if I go skanky barefoot, like, I do not like shoes. Don't ask me to wear sneakers unless I have to. So, and another thing that, like, is like a phobia of mine is vomit. Maybe vomit is like one thing, like spit up, but like if you keel over, you miss the trash bucket and it gets like all over the, no, honey. I'll be happening to assist you by joining in with you, not helping you clean it up. Let's get off the negative. They're the only two negative things I want to talk about. More of the positive things. One of my biggest obsessions is England. Like, the country itself is like phenomenal, but like it's the things that come from England. I love tea. I drink tea all the time. Twinglings is like my life. English breakfast, Irish breakfast, Earl Grey, Lady Earl Grey, just you name it. I love tea. I'm a big tea drinker. Scarves. I have over 30-something scarves, and most of them come from this concept of like the fake cashmere scarf, the cashmere scarf, or I call them the Sherlock scarf, the Cumberbatch scarf. Yeah, I have the biggest obsession with both Doctor Who and Sherlock, and my man crush Monday every Monday, ever since I found Sherlock, has been Benedict Cumberbatch. He is like, he's only 14 years older than me. He's still like, dude, if you ever get single Benedict and you see this video, call me. Anyway, so I have like the biggest obsession, everything with England, from their food to their culture to just everything with England. I am like England addicted. So I love everything about England, and I get to spend the summer there. I'm going over there this summer to do charity work, and I'm super excited. So if you're a YouTuber and you're from England and you're watching this, John Crow, and you want to get together and do a collab, direct message me and we will get together and we will do a collab video, or we'll just get together and have some tea. It sounds really Britishy. So to finish this off, my last fact about me is basically like my strangest true story. When I was 18, I was addicted, and I got introduced and became instantly addicted to Starbucks. That one summer while working, I drank over 365 cups in a 3-month period. You can say that's pretty much probably bad for my health. And I collected each cup, and I actually stored them in my office window at work. And nobody ever said anything because I had like private office, and I like glued, like I taped them to the walls, and I filled my whole office by the end of July. So from the time I graduated at the end of May to July, so out of a 2-month period, I had about 365 cups, from frappuccinos to iced coffees to teas to just regular coffees to cups of water, laid up on my wall of Starbucks. And it was a big mess to clean up after that, but it was totally worth it. So guys, thank you for watching. I post videos every Saturday, and I do Twitter shoutouts every Tuesday. Once I get more into YouTube, I'm going to do more, make more videos, do more different things. So anyway, you guys, that's all the time I have for today. Hope you enjoy this. If you like this video, punch that like button in the face, like a boss, as Jacksepticeye would say. And I will see all y'all in the next video. Ciao!